Today we're talking about identifying the constant of proportionality. It's a fancy term for unit rate. We just want to know how much it's going up by every single time. Put your name at the top. Alex is here to help us. So the key concept for today is quantities are proportional when each measure of the first quantity, go ahead, start writing, is multiplied so each quantity in the first column is multiplied by the same constant to give the corresponding measure in the second quantity. For example, in this table, if I multiply 3 times 4, I get 12. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 4 is 8. That's probably our constant of proportionality. The way we do this, if we don't know off the top of our heads, is we find y over x. So Alex is going to pick two numbers in our table. Go ahead and circle those numbers, Alex. Beautiful. And set those equal to y over x. And Alex, what is 32 divided by 8? 4. So right equals 4. In this problem, our constant of proportionality is 4. In every single one of these, if she did y over x, she would find the constant of proportionality to be 4. Make sure you have this. I'm going to pause the video so we can scroll down. Wait a minute, let me, go ahead. For example, in this graph, where you see that the x-axis, can you write x-axis there, Alex? That is always going to be our x-axis. Where's our y-axis going to be? Go ahead and label it for us. So wherever the x is 1, if we follow that up to the y-axis, that tells us the constant of proportionality. In this case, Alex, where is our constant of proportionality?
Right here.
Yep, make a dot for us so we can all see. Good. Can you write that as a point under here? Because our point is always going to have a 1 in the x value. Beautiful. Now, it's never a point unless we have parentheses around it. Okay? Good. And now I'm going to take a little turn writing. So remember, if there is no point, so if there's no point on the graph, that's obviously the constant of proportionality. Use y over x. Okay? Alex is going to pause the video. Nope. So we're on the back side of this for extra practice. We are going to identify the constant of proportionality for each one of these tables. And it doesn't look like we have any ones in this x column. This is an x and this is a y. There's no 1 here. So we're going to have to use what ratio? Do you remember?
Y over x.
Y over x. So go ahead and write that in our blank space. And Alex picked a y and an x there for us. Okay, and write it as a ratio. And Alex is going to put an equal sign here. And Alex, I did the work for you, but 396 divided by 11 equals 36. So what that means, if I could borrow this, that means any one of these numbers, if I multiply them by 36, I should get my y values. Okay, we're going to do the same thing in number 2. There is no 1, so we're going to have to use y over x. Very nice. And then go ahead and pick 2 terms for us to use. Oh, we're going to pause right there. Which one is in the x and which one's the y, Alex?
So 18.
Yep, cross that right out. Okay. And what's 18 divided by 6? 3 equals 3. And we can check our work because we know that every time we buy chicken, it's times 3. So it must be $3 per pound of chicken. I'm going to say per pound. if we label it, things make much more sense. This back here was 36 minutes. Oh, 36 gallons, sorry, gallons per minute. Okay, we're going to do the last one. I don't see, oh, I see a whole bunch of missing numbers, don't you, Alex? Mm-hmm. Let's work with the one that they gave us. Go ahead and write y over x. And circle the one ratio that they've given us, and go ahead and set it up. Do you know what 36 divided by 3 is?
12.
12 equals 12. So our constant of proportionality is 12. So that means, what would we have to multiply 2 by?
12.
So write times 12. And how many cookies would that be then?
24.
24, very nice. Now this one's going to be a little harder, so let's skip down to the bottom. What's 9? 9 times what?
12.
Write it in. 9 times 12. And that equals 108 cookies. Now I'm curious, now we're moving backwards. They gave us the y. How would we find the x?
Divide 60 by 12.
Beautiful. And 60 divided by 12 is 5. So that means 5 boxes of cookies. Very nice work. Okay, Alex is going to pause the video so we can scroll down. Okay, we're on the number 4. This one is a graph this time. Alex, is there anything where 1 is the x?
Right here.
Yep, but where does the point meet?
4.
Yes. So can you write that? Okay, so for what? 4 inches of rain. No, where it's 4 inches of rain. Where would I label 4 inches of rain? On top. And on the bottom, that's what?
Hours.
Hours. Very good. Okay. Second one, in number 5, we don't have anything at 1, but we can find where 2 meets. So do you see that? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and put a circle on it. Now we're going to have to do y over x for this one. Beautiful. Okay. Good. And I'm going to help you with it. 36 divided by 2 is 18. So can you simplify that to 18 over 1? And that means 18 what? What's our y value on the y-axis?
10.
Pencils. So it's 18 pencils for every marker. So 1 marker on the bottom. Okay? Now in the next graph we have the same problem. We don't have a unit rate, so we have to find the unit rate. Can you tell us the first point that we can use?
5.
Mm-hmm. But where does it go up to? We can't use just 5. Where's the point? Where's the point where 5 meets? Yeah? Okay, so write y over x. Which one is our x? Which one is our y? Good. 5 is at the bottom. It looks like 22.50. And I believe there's a decimal. It's $22.50. I believe there's a decimal there. And I'm going to divide it for you. It is 22.5 divided by 5. Should be 4.5 over 1. I wonder what this means in terms of the graph. It says money collected and the tickets sold. How much does each ticket cost?
$4.50.
That's right. So can you write this down here using a dollar sign? And then you're going to say per ticket, because that means for every ticket. Excellent. Nice job, Alex. Thank you for your help today. Go ahead and pause the video. Nope.